Hey guys, ACAP24 coming back with another play of the Gunwing Trio week, and we're going to go ahead and show you this 4 verticals play, and this play is really designed to beat your cover 2 players that you're playing against that either want to stick in cover 2 or want to do a lot of cover 2 blitzing. And the reason why I say the cover 2 blitzing is because a lot of people do a specific setup where they do cover 2 blitzing, and they always start off with baseline press, and this play specifically is going to attack that type of user who likes to do that. So let's go take a look at it now. So here's a cover 2 shell. Most people go ahead and baseline and press when they go ahead and show any type of blitzes. The reason why is because they want to make sure that the players are in the same spots each time when they set up the blitz for the assurance of that they get the most opportunity to get their players in because they're showing the same looks. Now, what we can do on this, and I want to make sure you see this, is this RB receiver, when we motion him in, the player will not go ahead and scoot over with him. That's because they're already baseline and pressed, right? So what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and give you a free release with that player, and that's going to be key for this cover 2 beater. What we'll do is put this B on a fade. We'll go ahead and block our running back and put this X on a drag. Now, this can work anywhere in the field. I'm just showing you on the left side first, and I'll show you the right side how it can work. But the premise of it is basically get this RB down the field as quick as possible to go ahead and attack that strong safety, holding him in a position where he cannot go ahead and sell out to the B receiver until we throw it, okay? Or until he gets more to the middle of the field to where he doesn't have to cover it as much anymore when he's on the left hash mark. So what we're trying to do here is give that opportunity for that B to get the initial type of bump that he gets down the field, and this works really great when you have a little less receiver speed at the B position than you do at the RB, just from a speed correlation standpoint. Just going to take a look and show you what I mean here. So watch how the RB gets up the field. No reason for anybody to bump him, and he's going to get able to take that strong safety away and get it to the B receiver. I kind of didn't explain it as I was talking because I got caught up in the play, but let's just show it in its replay so you can see it. So what you're going to see again is this player right here, 18. Nobody's going to touch him. Now, this player does try to, the DB here, but in a blitz situation, that guy's coming at you, and we're going to get to that a little bit later in the video. This guy gets down the field, and see how he does that inward turn. That inward turn basically allows that player right here, the strong safety, to have to turn his body to kind of run with him for a moment. We're going to get this player over here open. You're going to see that I'm going to throw this ball out to the sidelines past lead, so that way I throw away from the defender. And when you're able to do that, you're able to catch this ball on the run and get the ball up the field for the easy yardage, okay? So let me show it to you again, kind of now that you know what you're looking for, how it's going to work. So I'm going to base the line and press your defense, okay? Then the easy kicker, you want to see, does that guy go ahead and follow me, okay? See, this time he did follow me because I didn't go ahead and I'll do a base the line and press, right? When I base the line and press, that's where he stands. He stays there, all right? So now, once you see that the guy's wide open, you want to put the B on the fade, you want to put the X on the drag, block your running back, and you're good to go. The A has obviously a unique route, and you can always use that against players that don't go ahead and honor it. But for this particular setup, we're really looking at players using the cover 2 blitz method and how we're going to attack it. So let's go ahead and look at it one more time. Watch how the RB, that time he got a little bit bumped. And if he gets bumped, don't worry about it. He's going to be the player you're going to throw to. Typically, I think I messed it up by the way I did my defense. I didn't set it up correctly, and that's why he got bumped. Typically, he will never get bumped. When this guy gets through over here, it's not going to get bumped. It just, I kind of went back and forth with it, so that's why it ended up being that way. But let's go ahead and show it to you again here. So everybody's in the right positions. So watch our B as he gets down the field. You're going to be able to go ahead again, throw it to this B receiver, and have a nice easy catch, just like we showed you before. Now, if you're having some issues with getting protection, this A receiver is not needed to get down the field for this to work. So we can always go ahead and block him as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy over, block both my players. And actually, let me get out of this. I messed that up here. So let's reset it. So let me just set up my defense here. Baseline press. I'm going to move this guy over. And then I'm going to block my tight end, block my running back, and then have my X route going to drag. This is important because you're going to see that against some blitzes like the dollar, where it's the DB2 fire press blitz, you're going to want both players in. And so you're going to see here that having that extra player is not going to change anything with this B receiver. You're still going to be able to throw it to him and have a nice, easy thing. So that's it with it on the left-hand side. I'll show it to you on the right side real quick and show you how we could go ahead and do this again. Baseline press. And we're going to go ahead and move this over, block your running back, X on a drag, B on a fade. We're good to go here. Now watch how this works again. Our B is going to get down the field again. You're going to be able to throw it to this B receiver, and you're going to be able to get your good yardage just the same on either way. And the reason why it actually works, I think it works a little bit better for this type of situation on the right, is because this player is in his zone the entire time, right? So when he goes ahead and he's in this strong safety zone, he's taking him inside, taking him inside, taking him inside. This guy still has to go, and it gets him further back because he's attacking him straight in his zone, leaving this player open. See how the difference in spacing when we throw this ball? And that's why we're throwing it to the outside. And you see how you got all that room right there. Sometimes it looks a little bit closer when you throw it, but look how much, in reality, how many yards you have in between them, and you can catch that and go around the corner. So that's why this play really works. It can work on the left or the right side, but you really want to make sure, I mean, it can work in the middle anyways, but you really want to make sure that when you do this, that you're going to get a clean release on that player, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the nickel normal, nickel blitz 2, popular blitz right now, and show you how we can make this work against it, okay? So we're going to go ahead and press that on the left hash mark right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to block our running back and our tight end, okay? And then we're going to move this RB over and put the B on the fade, and then we're going to put the X on a drag, and then we're going to go ahead and slide left. We know that it's coming from the left-hand side. And then what we're going to do here is base the line and press, and I'll even, kind of set up a little bit like that, all right? So what you see is coming from the left-hand side. We can even go ahead and bluff blitz this guy if we want to kind of get some more attacking from that left-hand side. And what we're going to see here is you're going to get that ability to go ahead and get that RB untouched in the middle, giving the B open. So let's go ahead and take a look. You can see that we got this blitz picked up, and we're going to throw it over here, and we got our nice, easy catch against nickel blitz cover 2. We could go ahead and put it on the right hash mark and do the same thing, like I said before. From a user standpoint, covering the middle of the field, he knows he's setting a blitz. He's really going to go ahead and look at the RB himself, or go ahead and cover the X on the drag on the crossing pattern. He's not going to ever cover the B player. So we'll go ahead and do the same exact thing we just did here, and we're going to slide to left. So right now, I'll go ahead and I'll kind of do it this way so you can see that everybody's attacking the left side of the field. So that way we kind of see how it's going to work. And from the right hash, we'll go ahead and see that you're going to get the same type of success. You're going to throw it to this B receiver, and you could go ahead and rack it and get yourself some good yardage when you go against that nickel 2 blitz. So now let's go ahead and look at the DB fire 2 press, giving the opportunity that we're going to have two guys coming at us from both directions and showing how we can pick this up. So again, what we're going to do here is just base the line and press, just to kind of show you that it's coming from both sides. Go ahead and slant left, put this guy kind of there, just so it kind of looks like we're going an extra person on that left side. And what we're going to do here again is put this X on a drag, block your running back, block your tight end, go ahead and put this RB, move him over, and put the B on a fade. Okay, so we're good there. You can have the RB on that clean release. You can know that already, that nobody's going to be able to touch him on his release, giving us the opportunity to get to this B receiver. So let's go ahead and take a look at it now. Again, go ahead and look at that RB as he gets down the field clean. You're going to be able to throw it to this B receiver, and you got yourself a nice, easy throw. Now, it's just one of those deals that, once you're able to pick up that blitz, I mean, you're keeping everybody in. And most people think that's an advantage to them, which it usually is. But if you're doing a cover 2 blitz, what's going to end up happening is you got that ability to go ahead and attack their entire defense with 2 players with this. And just the fact that you can get this guy in the seam really, really fast goes ahead and throws off their whole entire defense. That's just the way it kind of works. And this is kind of a specific type play. We're really looking for the baseline press. It can work if you get somebody that bumps you. Like if I go ahead and put this on just to say a cover 2 drop, and you get a player that bumps the RB, you do have that ability to get it to the RB after it gets bumped. But again, it's really something that you know. It's less consistent, so I'm not teaching it that way. I see if he gets bumped, you usually get through. Now he's in the seam, and now we're throwing it over the top to him, and you've got that ability. Don't get me wrong, especially if the middle linebacker will go and cover the tight end, but it's a little less consistent. But if you call this play and that ends up happening, just make sure that you stay with the player who gets bumped, which would be that RB player, in order to get this open, guys. So I'm not going to really go over the cover 4, cover 3, all that look. Basically, everything's going to be a dump off pass to this X receiver. If you see any type of other coverage than the cover 2, but this is kind of one of those that I call when I know that the guy is coming with a cover 2 blitz, and he sets it up the same way all game, and then I'm going to go to this. This is something that you could be able to do over and over and over again, because you're going to at least kind of show your cards a little bit with this player. But even if you do, the only thing they're going to be able to do at that point, if I was playing them, if I thought it was, I would put the B player on man coverage on the right side, so that it kind of gets you a little bit stuck because of the fact that you don't really have an outlet. So don't abuse this play, or a good user is going to adjust to it if you keep on doing it repetitively. So this is kind of one of those things that you throw in once in a while. You get them once on it, maybe you flip it, you do it the other side, you get them on the second time with it, or definitely have an option when you need to keep it in the bag for the end of the game, where you need that big play, and you kind of kept it there. So kind of one of those deals. Or if you're savvy enough to where you can do like the inside zone throughout the game, where you go ahead and you motion this guy over just for a decoy situation, and then now you're running the inside zone, and what you're doing is you're basically telling them that it's not obvious every time that I'm running this play. And I'm going to run it in the inside zone by using that motion, and it's not going to change anything that you got going on. It's just kind of one of those things that you want to use as a decoy as much as you can, so it kind of keeps them off guard. So kind of just a little of the meta game that I wanted to teach you guys. So appreciate it, and have a good one.